Wilber first believed that the spiritual states are simply the continuation of the personal developmental states. And later he was advised by some friends and himself that it's not so, because from any personal or pre-personal stage of development, you can also access spiritual states. So a 2-year-old can have a spiritual state, an adolescent can have a spiritual state, or a very evolved person who went to psychotherapy can have a spiritual state. So you don't have to get to level 6 in order to reach level 7. That's why there is a second visual representation, this one, where the spiritual states, 7 to 10, kind of create another dimension. And this psychic spiritual state can occur at any stage of development. The subtle spiritual experiences can occur in any personality developmental stage, the causal and the non-dual as well. What Wilber has found, scanning through all the spiritual traditions, that it looks like they all go through these major 4, consecutively deepening, opening of the psyche from the gross reality, like the 5 senses, to the final and full awakening, enlightenment that the mystics are talking about. And the question is, if you visited your garden, and I have the burning, you had your experience, right? You shared yours. Where is it in the map? Where is it in the map? Subtle? Just because this is an image in your mind, is it a subtle experience? No. Same image, image experience can be a Wilber 2 function. So simply having mental images and seeing things that's going on in your mind and guided imagery is not causal. It's a W2. Now here comes the question, the chemistry, which I can give you a glimpse to in this short 5 minutes that's left. Of course, it's a whole art, to understand. I have to interview you exactly about your experience to be able to tell which one is that. But the invitation, actually how I see the world and people, is that we are all over. We are all over the map. And Wilber 2, let's say that purple spot, Wilber 2, 3, Wilber 7 meets, is as sacred and important and real as non-dual, late 6, whatever up there. So if you work with people, you completely lose the prejudice of higher levels better, lower, not so good, we should go high, etc. Of course, we should expand. That's growth, that happens naturally. But it's just so beautiful to have an experience of any stage, and so painful, and so blessed. And any spot in this map, as Wilber says, have a good news and the bad news. It means it has the beauty manifestation and the sacredness in it, or it can turn ugly and fixated and harmful and destructive. So it's not that a stage is blessed and another is harmful. Red is not bad. Let's pay attention to that. How many of you have felt the power during this exercise? Like you were invited to feel power? Okay? That might be your red. Not your non-dual or subtle or transpersonal. It might be your personal deep power, but maybe it was coming from here. Like a deep personal power from a transpersonal source. It might have been. Now again, to tell you as a person exactly what it was, I, as a therapist, just like him, need to talk to you personally a few minutes, concretizing questions, how you experienced it, and then we can kind of match. My experience is, Bence, that I always can match. So it's a very accurate map, and we train our students at Integral Academy. That's the whole training about, to push them through a lot of experience and to train them about the map, and then to see people in the world and groups and social situations with that precision. And that's much better than not having an integral map, just a chaotic map. Like, we know there is some spirituality, we know there is some personal stuff. So this integral system for us is really the next stage of development, or an awakening for the mind that's totally necessary for this era when we have all kinds of experiences.